G'day guys, welcome back into another video on the channel. It's been a long time coming. Obviously I haven't been very consistent with the uploads and I do apologise for that. Just life's been a little bit hectic as of the past couple, or probably the last month. Really. But yeah, today I'm here to share with you guys my tips for round 20. Feels like the AFL season's literally just started the other day and we're already at round 20. So yeah, before I do jump into the tips, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And yeah, we'll just get straight into the tips. Alrighty guys, starting off with the first game on the Friday night. We've got the Carlton Blues taking on the Port Adelaide Power at 5:40 PM Western Australian Standard Time. But yeah, this is at Marvel Stadium, so you'd think the Blues do get the job done, but they've had a shocking past couple of weeks. But that win last week against North was vital. I really thought they were going to drop that, because at half time, I think North were leading by 5, was it? But yeah, that was vital. That was a vital win to keep their top 4 chances alive. And this is also another vital win. They can't drop a home game like this against Port Adelaide, who aren't the best interstate. But yeah, I really do think the Blues just have to get this one done. And I'm just going to go with the safe tip by the Blues by 21 points on the Friday night. Alrighty guys, moving on to the Saturday games. Now, the first Saturday game we have here is North versus Geelong at 11:45 AM Australian Western Standard Time at Blundstone Arena. Second or third, I think it's their second game down in Tassie out of the 3 that they are playing this year. Coming up against a decently good Cats side at the moment. But that the loss on the weekend against the Bulldogs that was shocking. The Cats have been alright, they've been steady, and then last week, I don't know what's fucking happened, they've just fucking crash landed. But yeah, the Cats, this is really a vital win. They really need to get this. They just really have to win this game to keep their top 8 chances alive to make it into the top 8. Even though it is at Blundstone, and North are in pretty good form, obviously, past 5 or 6 rounds, past month. North have been in alright form. And at Blundstone, I do see an upset. Like, you can really see an upset for this game. But I'm just going to have to go the safe call, and I'm going to go with the Cats by 17 points in a pretty mediocre game of football down in Tassie. Alrighty guys, moving on to the third game of the round. Later that day on the Saturday at 2:35 PM Australian Western Standard Time, we've got the second Q clash of the year at People's First Stadium. This could be a record. I don't know if this is actually a record or not, but the Suns have won every single game at home so far this year, and I don't think they've actually dropped a game. I don't think that they have dropped a game at home this year, and I don't think they have won a game away from home this year. I feel like the trend's going to continue, and they're going to get the dub in the second Q clash of the year. But yeah, this will be a really tight one. But the Suns realistically do need to win this to keep their top 8 chances alive. They are 12th at the moment. With a percentage of, I actually don't know what their percentage is. A percentage of 103 on the dot. So yeah, this is pretty vital for them to keep their top 8 chances alive. So I'm going to go the Suns to win it by, pretty close one. Maybe 5 points. Alrighty guys, now for the third game on the Saturday. Another 2:35 PM game. We don't usually get two 2:35 PM games. It's usually the 11:45 AM games. But yeah, we got 2:35 PM games this round. And the second one is between St Kilda and Essendon. This will be a big clash at Marvel. Should be a pretty big clash, honestly. I do reckon that the Essendon fans will pour into Marvel Stadium to watch this game. But yeah, this is really vital for Essendon, as it is for 13 of, how many teams is it? Like 13 of 18 teams to make the top 8. But yeah, it's really vital for them to win this, really, because they're sitting at 8th right now. St Kilda season's done. We all know it's done. But they could get a sneaky win here, the Saints, off of an alright month of footy. I think they could get a sneaky win, really. But if you're going to go realistic, I do think the Essendon Bombers will get the job done by, we'll say, a good 20 points if they do get the job done. We'll say by 25 points. Now, for the Saturday night games, we've got one at 5:30 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time. We've got the D's taking on the GWS Giants. Really, I do think the D's will win this because I don't know where I heard it. I might have read it or something, but apparently the Giants aren't very good. Like, their record at the MCG is fucking horrendous. I'm pretty sure is it in their entire history they've won like 3 games at the G, I think it was. I'm not actually, I don't know if that's true, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that. And going off that, you tip Melbourne. But it's getting to the pointy end of the season, and anything can happen. Teams get desperate. But I reckon the D's should pull off the win here to keep their finals chances alive by 18 points. Alrighty, we've got the Western Derby now. My boys taking on the Fremantle Dockers. Now, it is a Fremantle Dockers home game, so it will be primarily Fremantle Dockers fans there, being that West Coast Eagles fans simply just can't use their memberships when it is a derby and it is Fremantle home game. But yeah, this is at 6:10 p.m. On the Saturday night, the second night game at Optus Stadium. Obviously, this should be, I reckon, if the Eagles actually get a few players back from injury and get their shit together, this could actually be an alright game. Like, genuinely, this could actually be an alright game. But they're facing a pretty strong 4th placed Fremantle Dockers, which are still in the hunt for that for the top 4 placement. But yeah, if you're gonna go realistic, I don't think you can back my boys in, really, because they haven't been really playing good footy the last month. The only decent game I can really remember is probably the Lions game, really. That's the only game, because got smashed against the Hawks, got smashed against the D's, and then dropped a 13-point game against the Lions, and then we get smashed by the Saints last week. So yeah, last month of footy hasn't been too good for us, boys, but I'm going to tip the Fremantle Dockers by 29 points. Alrighty, guys. Now we are onto the Sunday games. We've got, for the first Sunday game at 11:10 a.m. at the MCG, we've got the Pies taking on the Richmond Tigers. If the Pies drop this, I really do think that their finals chances are gone if they drop this game. So, because they dropped it against the Hawks last week, however you want to say it, a couple of days ago they dropped it against the Hawks. Could they do the same against Richmond? I don't know. Realistically, Collingwood should win this game, and I do see them winning. If they do win, I reckon it will be by a high margin. But if the Tigers do win, I see it being a very close game. So I'm gonna go the Pies to win this game by 35 points at the G, and still keep their finals chances alive. Alrighty, guys, onto the second game of the round. We've got the Sydney Swans taking on the Western Bulldogs. Yeah, first versus 9th. The Sydney Swans have locked in a top 8 spot. Sorry, had a mind blank for a second, but yeah, top 8 spot. I'm pretty sure, because they're 2 games clear of second place Carlton at the moment, I think. But yeah, this is the 1:20 p.m. game at the SCG. You really don't know what can happen with the Swans. Like, if this was a month ago, if this was 1 month ago, I would have gone the Swans. Yeah, they're going to fucking smash them by 50 plus. But no, the last month of footy has been really risky for the Swans because they've won 2 and they've dropped 2, I'm pretty sure. And the 2 that they did drop were very heartbreaking against the Fremantle Dockers and the Saints. But I think you're just going to have to back the Sydney Swans in. They'll be confident after the big win against North they had on the weekend. I think it was like, how much was it? Like 70 plus points. I think it was like 70 something points. But yeah, I reckon that they will be fairly confident coming out to this game back at their home ground, and they will beat the Doggies by 22 points. Now for the final game of the round, we've got the Adelaide Crows taking on the Hawthorn Hawks at the Adelaide Oval after Adelaide's massive upset win against Essendon last week, getting revenge from that incident that did happen with Sammy Draper earlier in the year at the Adelaide Oval. Yeah, that was a cracker game. I think that really was game of the round. With Josh Rochelle kicking that goal, obviously, to seal the game by, I think it was 3 points. But yeah, that was a really good game. Watched the whole thing. But yeah, and the Hawks obviously coming off a win as well. Big win to the Pies. Obviously the previous premiers, the Pies, but they really haven't shown it this year. Yeah, I really do think the Hawks are a genuine finals chance now that they've done that. But yeah, I reckon you're just going to have to go the Hawks to beat Adelaide. Even though it's at Adelaide Oval, I'm going to go the Hawks by 13 points. Cheers for watching this week's tips video. I'm going to be trying to do tips videos till the end of the season, round 24. Obviously, I said at the start of the video, not very consistent. Because the past month has been a bit hectic for me. Haven't really had time to record, make thumbnails and stuff for YouTube. But hopefully until the end of the season for the next month, we are going to be fairly consistent, uploading at least one video a week. I'm really hoping that. I won't promise it, but I'm hoping one video a week from now on. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and if you did, so remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as I said at the start of the video, if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.